You are tuned into Real Talk with Mike and Lisa on Real Entertainment Radio.
Going on? This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa.
Hey everybody.
What's going on, Lisa? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, it's hump day, Lisa. Hump day. You feel me?
Oh yeah, definitely. Got 2 more days to go.
2 more days to go, man. We got a good show lined up for the people today.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover today. It's a lot been going on in the last 3 or 4 days in the news. In the news, and also we're going to be talking about our main topic for the night. And, of course, we're going to be definitely talking about Bill Cosby and in the situation going on with him, which is a bad thing. And we would like for you guys to actually call in about that, too, along with the topic, for tonight. We want you to come, call us and give us your input about the whole Bill Cosby situation and how you feel about that. Do you think it's something that these women are coming up with, or, whatever you feel about it? But before we get into that, how was your first 3 days or this week?
Man, I tell you, it's been a very, very busy week.
Yeah,
very busy week, man. Working, preparing for the show, just doing all kind of other things, man. So it's been kind of busy, but hey, we in here, man. We just doing what we have to do.
Yeah, I've been running around crazy myself. Just getting stuff situated at home, and work has been crazy. So yeah, I feel you on that. Definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. Just to give y'all a little idea of what's going on in the community, man. I think that will be in Pahokee on the 29th. Jeremy Wallace and the Peerless Songs of Worship. I think they're having a album release party.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be a concert at the church. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a couple other guests there singing. Matter of fact, artists, man, gospel singers, man, they're going to be there. So on the 29th, I'm going to pull that flyer up in a second. I don't have it in front of me. But
29th of this month?
Yeah, 29th of this month.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go out there, man, and enjoy myself with some good gospel music. So
that's one of the things. Nice event.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty decent event. So I know I'll be there. Hopefully I can interview a couple of these guys, man, just to, give them an avenue so they can a platform so they can have their music played, So it's good.
I saw somebody put up in our group about it was a gospel group or somebody. They was trying to raise money.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
I think that could have been that same.
Is the same person?
Yeah, it could have been that same person. I don't know. I seen something like that, but I don't know the reason for raising money.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of looking a little sideways when I saw it, and I really didn't respond to it.
Yeah.
Until I felt like we need to get a little bit more details than just something that coming up on our page.
Yeah, and I know the person that runs this page. Here it is on the web.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Wallace and the Peerless Songs of Worship official first fruit, which is a single release lunch concert. It starts at 7 p.m. at Good Shepherd Church of God in Pahokee, Florida, Bacon Point Road. So, guys,
if you're local, come out.
Yeah, come out and support this event, November the 29th.
That should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything else going on with politics?
Not
around here?
You know what? Nothing other than the pokey football coaching. I'm not going to get into that. I think I talked about that last time. We'll talk
Is it getting better or worse?
It hasn't got any better.
Okay.
But people are aware that he has to go. So,
that's good.
And it's nothing against you, Blaze Thompson. It's just the fact that let's try something new. So we'll talk about that. And Lisa, I think I spoke to you about a show that I want to start doing on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty much an hour-long show.
Right.
But it's going to be pretty much geared toward Pahokee.
Right.
All the stuff that's going
Things
on.
That's going on
just
around
give
here.
them a platform to kind of call in for an hour
good
long.
idea.
And just and voice whatever you got to voice and put it out there. And just have that avenue for the people, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, on another note in news.
Another note.
Yeah, another note.
I
know you saw it about the Saints fan, the old dude.
Girl, boo.
That snatched the football from the chick.
And then he had the nerve to keep the football.
He almost elbowed her in the face without that to get that ball, though. And I guess everybody thought it was unfair because it was a Bengals player giving her the ball, and he snatched it from her. And at first I was like, yeah, that's nasty. That he shouldn't have done that. And then you're like, okay, well, it's their stadium, and the way he was explaining it is that when you have seats like that, it's a free for all. So if they throw the ball, everybody's going to go for it. It's not just one person. He's like, that's just a rule of thumb. But he was specifically giving it to her because he was a Bengals player and she had her Bengals jersey on. So in that retrospect, I think he should have just let it go.
Yeah, I think
just
he
let her have it.
The girl was like,
yeah. And he was ignoring the hell out of her. He was acting like she wasn't even standing there.
To me, I would have probably given her the football.
Yeah, just not to even just look like a straight
jerk on TV.
Douchebag. I mean, he looked like a real jerk on there. So
yeah.
I don't know, but everybody had their own opinion, but they went in hard on him. They went in very hard.
I don't know why I didn't make a post about him on Facebook. I'm slipping back.
I'm surprised a lot of people didn't put up memes about that, because they put up memes about everything else, unless I missed a couple of those. Yeah. So I don't know.
I need it. Well, I think I'm gonna start.
I don't know. And also, the chick that had left her kids in the car.
Oh yeah.
While she went to a job interview. Mm-hmm. Well, people poured out to her. Somebody gave her a job. They had this website up to donate money to her, and I think it was like a couple of $100,000. And now she's facing jail time because the money she spent it, basically kind of balling out, going on trips, not really using the money for what it was supposed to be for. And then she turned around and gave her boyfriend $6,000 to help him with his rap album. Now,
help Lil Boosie with his rap
That's
album.
the part that pissed me off. Because if somebody is giving you money for your children and trying to help you get on your feet, or at least give you a head start, and you got that kind of money, that kind of money could have went in the bank. You could have invested some of that, get an IRA account, do something, because somebody gave you a job, and I think they gave her somewhere to stay. So helping your boyfriend with his damn rap album, it should have been way on the bottom of your totem pole.
I got a good question for her. How old is the guy that she's dating?
I don't know. I have to look it up. I'll look it up on our break. But
that would be good. That's a good question.
I'm curious to know that myself, because that $6,000 could have went to something a little bit better than a rap album that probably we ain't gonna never hear.
40 years old. If you 40 years old and you still call yourself a rapper, man,
it's over.
And you hadn't made a major album yet,
leave it alone,
man. You got to think about your career, and you got to be honest. What
career? There's no career.
I mean, well, you got to kind of honest. You got to kind of be honest with yourself.
Exactly.
And you got to say, man, am I really a rapper? Can I really rap?
I don't know. That one was just like, I can't have sympathy for somebody like that. And you're pleading on TV and everything that, you did what you did as far as trying to find a job and you left your kids in the car. That's how you spend the money? Yeah, not cool.
That's how you spending the government's money?
Yeah.
Is that what you doing with the government's money?
Now, I have a bone to pick.
Go ahead.
Not with you, but with just society in general.
Just pick the bone.
I'm going to roll it back to about, say, 5-6 years ago. Maybe more, maybe 6-7 years ago, where I'm going to use two people. I'm going to use Jennifer Lopez, and I'm going to use Kim Kardashian. About 7-8 years ago, they would really get pissed off with people who tried to take pictures of their booties. They used to get mad because back then, I guess it was still, I won't say frowned upon, but not popular. Mm-hmm. Now, all of a sudden, since other societies want to get implants and all these things to enhance themselves like people of color, now it's all popular. So now everybody's talking about how it's lucrative now to, as far as in the derriere business. Now, this is what I'm trying to wrap my brain around. Now, we've had derriere forever. It's in our DNA. And we would get made fun of back in the day, just like, the song Baby Got Back, how the chicks in the beginning was talking about how it looked nasty.
Look at her butt.
Exactly.
Her butt is so big.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden it's popular, but it's only popular with people of other color. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Man, I hear what you're saying.
It's not good. It's not good enough when it's on us. But when it comes to when they run with it and it gets popular with them, now
then it's
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's only it's like that when it comes to the other race.
Yeah.
The other race set the tone of what is hot and what is not.
And those are the things that piss me off.
It should.
We don't reap the benefits of it, but it's okay when they do it.
You should be pissed off because we shouldn't allow another race to dictate what is hot and what's not.
Absolutely.
Now that some of the Caucasian women are getting butt implants and some have big butts now. Lips implants, whatever. Breasts.
All of it.
It's all acceptable now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, when you were a black woman having big hips and big breasts and big butt,
you got talked about.
It was like you was a freak.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly. That's what it was. They looked at us like we were freaks.
Yeah, it's like, that is not normal. That is not the norm. That is not what society deem as beautiful. You're not a size 1 or 2, which is what they thought was beautiful at this time now. But everybody now getting butt and tits.
Everything.
And want to be
and lips. Don't forget
pounds.
now they want the big lips too now. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, now it's just, I don't know. It just pisses me off. I really don't. I mean, I understand, but.
Do you think men are responsible for some of this?
Yeah.
Like what we think is beautiful.
Yeah.
And when I say men, I'm talking about white men and black men. And then, I'm just speaking on it.
Yeah. Pretty much. But I did hear this one white guy say that he's actually getting ready to marry this black woman, and he was like, for years, I used to look on the outside and I used to believe all these stereotypes about black women, and he said then when I met one and fell in love with her, it was nothing like they were talking about. He said, so no, I feel like it's some kind of conspiracy theory against black women to make them look bad, to make them have this certain kind of demeanor, and it's not true. He was like, and I think they're all beautiful. And he's like, and he said the fact is like, they age very, very well.
He ain't never lied.
He was like, you age very, very well. I said, yeah, we're aware of that.
Yeah, I need a little more pigment in my skin, man, so I want to be a little darker now.
So silly.
The older I get.
Did you see me messing with light-skinned dudes on my page?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see it? It was a picture of Prince in the back seat with his little shirt open, looking all. I said that's how light-skinned dudes deliver pizza.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh, I'm not looking for it.
It's still there. Hey, there was another one I was gonna post.
Anyway, Prince, come on, man.
Don't be passing by Prince. Wait a minute. I was gonna put another one up about light-skinned dudes. It was Prince laying on his stomach on the bed, and he didn't have no shirt on, and he was writing some papers and stuff. And
it's a picture floating around.
No,
like
I was gonna do that. I was gonna put the meme up, and I was gonna put how light-skinned dudes file their income taxes.
Then to bed with his ass up.
But I didn't. I left it alone.
Thank God.
Y'all pretty.
Golly.
Y'all do pretty
stuff. That is
stuff.
not funny.
Y'all do pretty stuff.
Man, Man, we got a hot show lined up tonight. Y'all got to call us up.
Yes, we do.
561-288-9131.
And we want to hear your comments about the whole Bill Cosby situation. And then our topic of tonight, I think that's going to be pretty interesting as well. We want to know, and this was like a rollover from something I had heard early this morning on the radio.
What's that, Lisa?
Is it okay to have friends of the opposite sex when you're married or dating, meaning in a relationship?
Oh, yeah, I think that's a hot question right there, too.
Yeah, we had already got some comments on it in the group, but I think it's a little bit more out there, and we want to hear what you have to say about it. And I mean, honest opinions, whether you agree with it, you don't agree with it. I'll add a little bit more of that later, but on my side, I don't think it's a problem, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah, man, we're definitely going to talk about that. So I think what we're going to do now, Lisa, going to our first break.
Sounds good.
And when we come back, man, guns blazing.
Bam, bam.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. This is Real Talk.
Howdy there.
You are listening to Real Talk. Real Talk. With Mike and Lisa. The hottest talk radio show on the world. Spread the word.
All aboard!
They served our country with a sense of duty, courage, and honor. They left behind mothers and fathers, wives, husbands, sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters. TAPS provides hope and healing to all who are grieving the death of a loved one who died in military service to America. You can honor their sacrifice and support the brave families and loved ones of our fallen heroes. Go to TAPS.org to learn more.
Oh, hey, bud. Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
With Gary and Todd?
Yeah?
I've been meaning to ask you, is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No?
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Ladies and gentlemen!
In case you were wondering. Real Talk with Mike and Lisa
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
is about to bring the house down.
Wait a minute, baby, going too fast. I'ma turn back. Oh, wait a minute, baby, going too fast. I'ma turn back. Don't even know what we're fighting for, but damn, I need a minute. So baby, keep your distance. I heard it all, so I'ma just go. Don't bother waiting up. I just need some time alone. Damn, where the hell are my keys? I just wanna leave, get in my car, and I'ma just drive all night. Turn on my phone, radio on and drive. So I'm just speeding down the road, and my head out of control, 'cause I'm thinking about you all the way home. Got a long way to ride, and I can't even deny I've been thinking about you all the way home.
You are listening to Real Talk. Real Talk. With Mike and Lisa. The hottest talk radio show on the web.
Tuck MC. Tuck MC.
What's going on? This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. Thank y'all for tuning in.
We're back.
We are back.
We already have a caller.
Yes, we do. Man, hey, Lisa, I don't even think that we should just spend a lot of time on small talk. I think we just need to just jump right into this.
Jump into what? We got 2 different topics. So what we going to jump into? All of them?
Hey,
we can do that. We can jump in.
Let's go where the caller go.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Caller, what's going on? You're on the air. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. What's going on?
Good evening, Mike and Lisa. Thank you for having me.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm calling to talk about Bill Cosby. First of all, my name is Tiffany. I'm calling from all the way from Orlando.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Lisa.
How you doing? Tiffany got that sexy voice. It's Tiffany.
You know, I've heard that my entire life, and I really don't think it is, but thank you.
It is.
She got that telemarketing
people
voice.
People say I have this certain voice, but when I hear myself, I'm like, I'm just country as hell.
I sound goofy.
I sound country as hell. HAIL.
Listen, it's a known fact that we don't like our voices. Nobody likes
Apparently
their voice.
Not, but hey, I like your voice.
Not. Thank you very much, Lisa. I like your voice, and Mike, I like your voice too.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. She's so sweet, Tiffany.
So now, what's your spin on this whole Bill Cosby thing?
Well, Lisa, I do a lot of work with domestic violence, and domestic violence also includes sexual violence. And I'm going to touch on a few things, and I won't take a lot of time, but statistics say that 1 in 3 women will be sexually assaulted in their life, and when it comes to boys, 1 in 6. It goes without saying that there are millions of people that have been sexually assaulted, and the one thing that the perpetrator banks on is that they would be too afraid to say anything. I find it interesting that there are so many victims coming forth, and the ones that have publicized who they are, their stories are all consistently the same.
That's what I was saying to Mike.
Right. I can't get my girlfriends to agree on where we're having lunch, much less a story of this magnitude. And I just think that we really need to consider that. I'm not ready to say guilt or innocence, but I just find it really strange that it's so consistent. Another thing is, my mom and I were talking about this, and she said, you know what, Tiffany? She said, I had a really good friend, and I know this friend, that this happened to her, and neither of us said anything. She woke up in her socks and did not know what had happened.
Wow.
So it happens a lot, and people are embarrassed, and that is what the perpetrator is banking on, is that fear.
They keep it on the hush-hush. I mean, and I've heard that, growing up, too, it's a lot of girls that, were molested, even in my family, and they never said anything. They just kept it hush-hush because either they were threatened or they just looked at it as that's the norm. That's how things are, because back in the day, that's what you used to hear.
On the head. Yes, absolutely. And what goes on in this house stays in the house.
Exactly.
I hate to say that many of the men that I've dated were all molested.
Wow, men as well.
And I was the first one that they disclosed to, and it changed their lives. So, there's a lot of this going on, and it's nothing new. And I didn't get on here to talk about Bill Cosby's guilt or innocence. I just wanted to talk about victims.
Yes.
Right. No, we appreciate you calling in.
Very profound. Very, Tiffany. Yeah.
So now on the other question that we're talking
Put it
about
on
tonight, how do you feel about this? Is it okay to have male and female friends when you are married or in a relationship with someone? Like you had friends that y'all go way back. Those are your boys. Nothing went on and everything. Or you meet someone, you in love, you talking about marriage and all that. But he says, I don't want you having these male friends. How do you feel about that?
Well, now, I got a couple of issues with that. First of all, the first issue I have is control. You know, If you have someone that's trying to control you, that's not a good start. They shouldn't be telling you who to interact with, where to go, what to wear, etc. They can express a preference, but they shouldn't be trying to control you. So that's my first issue. Secondly, if you have a relationship that is built on trust, I should be able to trust you to go anywhere with anyone and do anything and remain faithful to me. So for me, that is not an issue. Now, at almost 40, I can say that because I'm a different person than I used to be.
Right.
I didn't always have such a great moral compass.
Now, you get in those 40s, you in that I don't give a damn mode.
Well, you should be if you're not.
I'm 46. I don't give a damn.
Really? Wow.
There's a lot of things that I look back in my 20s that as far as my behavior and the things I got upset about, and I look at it now, I was like, that was just a waste of damn time.
It's just not that serious.
It's
just not that
Girl,
serious.
it's not that serious.
But back in the day, I didn't have such a great moral compass, so I assumed that everyone interacted with people of the opposite sex the way I did.
Right.
So sometimes when you have someone in your life that's thinking that you're messing with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Susie and Mary, it's because that is what they are made of.
Yeah, and it's their insecurities, not yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Totally agree with that.
I would say it's completely fine as long as you and that person have trust. Because wherever you go, you're going to have women and men that may try to throw themselves at you, and you have to trust your mate that they will say, I have someone.
See, when it comes to friendship, I'm a very loyal friend. And when I say loyal, that's probably just the Libra in me, but I'm like that ride or die friend. And I don't care if it's a male friend or a female friend. I will be ride or die until you give me reason otherwise not to be. So when I value that, when I value that type of friendship, it hurts me when people do the opposite of what they say they're going to do. Meaning, like I had a best friend. I have a best friend, and I mean he's still my friend. I still consider him that. But me and him used to roll tight. When I say tight, people thought we were dating. We rolled that tight, and it was like 2 weeks before everything happened. We sat in the car going to some other event we were going to, and we had this discussion about how people drop you, like when you meet somebody and they drop you as a friend and all that. And he sat right there and he was like, I tell people, you my girl, you were here before for them and they just have to accept you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? I've heard people say that and they turn it around to me. No, I never do that to you. And he knows on my end that I've met guys and I started dating and everything and they had a problem with him being my friend. And I told him, well, you can stay or you can go because he's not going anywhere. Wow. And I honestly did that. 2 weeks after that conversation we had, he met this girl. And I mean, hit it off. She took him out of town for the weekend on the trip.
Some things went on that trip that he had to cut you off.
But no, here's the thing though. Everything was fine. Hold on. Everything was fine on the trip and they sending pictures. I'm happy for him. I'm like, I can't wait to meet her, blah, blah, blah. But when he brought her, he was saying, I want you to meet my best friend. I want you to meet my best friend. When she came to my house and then she saw me in person, you can cut the thickness in the room of awkwardness. It's like she was just
thought you were going to be some troll, is what you're saying.
Apparently, she saw pictures of me already. She saw pictures of me already, but I guess when she saw me in person, her attitude just changed. And next thing you know, his calls started getting less and less. He stopped communicating, and next thing you know, he moved in with her, and that was it. Cut me off for like a whole year. And then he would call sporadically, but every once in a while, I would hear from him. But then all of a sudden, I started getting frequent phone calls. And I'm like, well, what's going on? Come to find out, they broke up. And she told him, she said, I don't feel comfortable about your relationship with her, and that's why he cut me off.
You know what, Lisa? I am even willing to take the extra step to really make her as comfortable as possible. I get it. I get it. I will go above and beyond to serve her first. Yeah. I will go above and beyond, but at some point, you got to realize I don't want your dude.
Yeah.
We are friends.
I tried conversing with her in the house. So how you doing? And she's just really like, smuggish and fun. And I invited to my birthday party. They came to my birthday party, but hell, they left after dinner. They was gone. You know, it was just like weird.
Wow.
And we used to do business together, me and him. We had a business together, and she felt some kind of way about that too. So I just left it alone.
That's unfortunate, though.
I left it
That
alone.
is so unfortunate.
That's
oh my
sad.
gosh.
That's a sad thing.
But now they broke up not too long ago, and then phone calls
so now
started
y'all
coming
friends
back.
again.
Oh yeah. And everybody was like, F him. I leave him alone. I say, no, see, I can't do that because I told him no matter what, I'm still his friend. See, I'm going to show you how friends treat friends.
Friends treat friends.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was for me.
That's a difficult situation for a brother to be in, though. I mean, and a sister
you mean?
too.
It is, though. I get it, though.
It's
I
a
get it.
difficult situation.
I mean, I get it, but then don't sit there and tell me I would never, ever, ever do that. And damn, 2 weeks later, you do that? Really?
Yeah. You know.
Come on now.
I mean, if I was him, I would try to put some effort into like making sure that both of you guys understand that y'all very dear to me.
I was cool with her.
Yeah.
She wasn't cool with me.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
That is so painful.
It is. It's painful. I mean,
one of the things that I'm understanding is like, why have these intimate conversations about you, Lisa, and not include you? Look, honestly, I would say, look, hey, let's bring Lisa in the mix. I'm not saying I'm perfect now.
That's kind of rough too. Now,
yeah, I was gonna say talk about what? Listen, what the hell? Don't bring me in now. No.
Here's my thing. My friend gotta know how you feel about how she feel about you. I mean, you as a friend, I think I owe you that much.
That's a little confrontational, Mike.
Yeah, that is.
I am. You know what? That's a lot with my attitude too. My personality. I'm very confrontational.
Women, but women can get really catty. It can get really nasty really quick.
Oh yeah.
So you have to kind of play with that a little bit. But Mike, I have the same personality. Let's just put this thing out here.
Yeah.
But with your woman, I don't want to do that.
And you know the reason why I backed off though, Mike? I backed off because he told me her history, meaning that, you know, she was ill and then her husband left her for somebody that was supposed to be both of their friends and this, that, and the third. So, okay. I get your history, and that's why I just backed off. I left it alone. I said, you know what? I can understand that.
Very smart. Shame on him, but I think you did it extremely
very
smart.
shame on him.
In her face. You very smart, Lisa.
No, like I said, when I invited her to my birthday party, you know, I was like, hey, and I gave her a hug. It was at Hard Rock. It was nice. We had a good time. But, you know, at the end of the day, I know she wasn't feeling me like that, but I never gave her the impression for her to feel uncomfortable. Like I wasn't all over him and hanging on him or nothing like that. You know, we always just kept it cool because that's how we were. So, you know, I just knew those were her hang-ups, and I'm not going to, you know, try to interfere with that.
So are they permanently broken up, or is it just kind of like we kind of taking a break?
Well, here's the thing. You know, he had a consulting job, and it ended. So he started looking for other work. So then all of a sudden,
when the job left,
she needed her space.
She left.
She needed her space. Well, he had to leave because he moved in with her.
Yeah, you ain't got no money.
So. I mean,
you ain't got no honey.
Well, you know what, Lisa? Honestly, I would treat my friend well, but my friend and I would have to have a talk, and I would tell him that he hurt me, and I don't ever want to go through that.
I actually did. I did tell him that.
Deal.
I mentioned that. I told him, I said, you know, that it hurt that you did that. You know, you just kicked me basically to the curb. Even though you felt like you didn't, you did. You honestly did.
See, Tiffany. Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
That is the very reason. I don't know why I call her Tammy. Tiffany, that's the very reason why I'm going to confront this thing head on. Because she ain't promised to be in my life. My friend may be, but she ain't promised. She got to know, like, in the beginning. Look, you got to know. In the beginning, you got to know this is my homie. Hey, how we going to ride? We going to be together or not?
And that's
Mike, I'm just going to say you got it like that. I'm going to let you have that one.
She going to know. Hey, no.
It's like, that's all yours, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying she going to know early on, man. Hey, I believe in setting the tempo early on in a relationship.
You're right, though.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That is how we should do things.
But he initially tried to do that because when they went out of town, he was saying, you know, I was telling her, I want you to meet my best friend, and she's cool, and this, that, and the other, and I was excited about y'all meeting. But man, when she came into my house,
he cannot allow that patch of hair to deter him.
Did you say patch of hair?
Patch of hair.
What the hell?
I agree. No.
You know what?
I'll talk about that later.
I'm gonna let you get on off this phone. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for joining us. I gotta cuss him out in a minute.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, enjoy. Keep listening, hon. All righty.
We'll do.
All right.
Bye
Bye.
Man, please.
Oh my God.
Man, you gotta. Hey, I'm just saying though. Let's take another caller.
Yeah, you gonna get cussed out.
Caller, you on the air? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on, Dwayne from Campton?
Yeah, how's everybody?
That's that spill,
I'm
boy.
good. You know I'm getting on you tonight.
What's going on, bro?
I don't know. You tell me what's going on. What's the topic? Is it Bill Cosby or is it
both?
Friendship?
Both.
Hey,
touch on Bill first.
Since it's both, yeah, my woman could have a friend as long as the friend ain't Bill Cosby. Now that.
Oh, Dwayne got jokes tonight.
As far as Bill Cosby goes, you know, if a lot of people are, you know, coming out saying it, there must be some truth to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somewhat truth to it, and his technique that he used and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it probably was kind of consensual too, but if he had to use a drug and accomplish what he had accomplished, it's ugly. But I want to look at the bigger picture, you know, because a lot of people do that. Is Bill Cosby still a nice person? Is he still a good person as far as what he did, the way he speaks, and the image that he gave? Do that take away from everything that he has done?
I don't know, because he didn't say too much nice stuff about black folks either now.
Have you been keeping up with Bill lately about some of these public rants that he's been going on about black people?
Yes, I do listen to him, and he makes some valid points about some of the things that he says.
Here's what. Before I even speak on this, I need to be really, really on top of this. Now, because of my understanding that he went on national TV talking about what black folks need to do and what they should do and what they ain't doing, and the forum wasn't for that. You know, he just took it upon himself, and if that's the case, and I'm going to do some research and kind of find out what it is that he said and when he said it and what he said, and we can dissect that and we can talk about that maybe on next show. But here's my thing: Bill Cosby, this idol that we all looked up to,
right?
Mm-hmm.
That the American dad, so to speak, on the Cosby Show.
Yeah, we wanted everybody wanted their dad to be like him.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now these alleged sexual assaults has surfaced. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it take away from Bill, or do you think there is some truth to this?
And keep in mind, it is alleged, but still, everybody has that same story.
You got 4 people that came out of the woodwork.
And these women are not connected to each other, but they have the same recant of the story.
And I'm not trying to condemn Bill.
Not at all.
This is not.
Because he is innocent until proven guilty.
This is not
and
the
nobody's
demise.
perfect. And nobody's perfect. That's why, me on the personal level, I don't think that takes away all the good that he has done. And all the things that he said about black people, I pretty much tend to agree with him. I sit up there and called you guys on when we had the guy died here that built the school and all that stuff. He was friends with Bill Cosby. He spoke at his funeral and said a lot of good things about Camden, New Jersey, and he spoke the truth. At the same time, he put some of us down, but he spoke the truth. He was being brutally truthful, and and that's that. Now, Bill Cosby, the strength. Didn't Bill Cosby have a son that died from drugs?
Yes, he did. In the 1990s.
I find that strange that he's drugging people and
Well, you find that strange. He just because that's his son died of drugs, it doesn't mean anything.
No, he's drugging people basically.
That's my point.
He's drugging people, and then I just see a faint connection there of karma.
Yeah, could be.
Except for nobody died in the drugs that he allegedly gave these.
It could be, and we don't know the whole story about any situation in hell. His son could have saw some things that he didn't want to see in his childhood or something that made him get on drugs. So who knows what's what? We can't, I mean, we're all quick to judge people, and yes, and like I say, he's innocent until proven guilty, but sometimes when everybody's having the same consistent story and they're not connected with one another, it kind of makes you want to think a little bit. And I'm not saying that he didn't do any good things for the black people or anything like that, but everybody has, you could be the smilingest, nicest person in the world and got 8 people buried in your backyard. So it's not like just because he's nice on the outside, it means that he's like that on the inside or behind closed doors.
In other words, what you're saying is that he can very well be a very good actor.
Could be a whole Jekyll and Hyde situation, and he is an actor. So hey,
I know, that's what I said. He's a good one. He could be a very good one.
Yeah. So you never know.
He portrayed it very well.
You never know.
Sam, yeah.
It's amazing, and it's a sad situation. If this is what's true, it's a sad situation, man.
I mean, we don't want to see nobody go down. We all hope it is not true. But if it does come to be true, hey, people got to be accountable.
I think that he's going to, at his age and everything, I think he's really going to go down.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I think at this point, I just don't think that he can. Even the damage is already done. I don't see how he could really rebound.
Oh yeah, because this America, we condemn without a court date.
Oh yeah,
I just, especially, I just don't see it.
And matter of fact,
I see no redemption.
This is the court of public opinion right here.
Yeah,
and that's what counts.
Yeah. I mean, although he hadn't stood trial, he hasn't been charged with anything. But we have a right to an opinion about what we think is true and false, and I know a lot of people saying, don't judge me now. But here's one of the things that I think about is that you got 4 women that allegedly said that they were sexually assaulted by Bill. At some point, you got to understand that where is smoke, is fire.
Absolutely.
I thought it was a lot more than 4.
Well, it's all that I know of.
Well, there's 4 that are speaking out, and then there's others that do not want to come.
Or got hush money.
They don't want their names out there, so they're saying don't put our names out there. But they are coming forward.
Now, as far as other friends, are y'all touching that, or are we staying on Bill?
You can touch the other subject.
As far as the other subject goes, it's possible to have friends of the other sex, but I think it's rare.
Why?
I think it's rare because I just think it is because it's just stuff happens. It's different. Like I put on the page, it's different if you're talking to somebody 1,000 miles away. But if you're friends with somebody like behind my house, around the corner or something, if you're friends with them, you put the possibility out there of things happening.
But that's not the type of friendship we're talking about. We're talking about, say you meet a woman, right? And you guys are good together, whatever. She has a best friend of like 30 damn years. That's her best friend. He's a guy, but that is her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so bad that she cannot keep him as a friend? Because that's somebody that's like family at that point.
I have a lot of friends like that.
Okay,
I have a lot of friends that I've been friends with for 30 years, and yes, their men had to put up with me.
And that's what I'm talking about.
They had to put up with me, but in some of them same cases, only if they knew.
What do you mean, only if they knew what?
Because there was things going on behind their backs.
With you?
And that person, that woman.
I'm saying you were messing around with the woman while she was with somebody else?
Yes.
Then that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. See, that's just you living foul.
How will somebody know?
That's just you living foul.
I'm sorry?
That's just you living foul because, I mean, and also...
How is that other person going to know that I am living foul? They would have to take my word for it.
It's not your word. They're going to have to take her word for it, so both of y'all living foul. But I'm not talking about that type of friend. Let's push the trifling ratchetness out of the way. I'm talking about the friendships
they
where...
legitimately have a friend where you know 1,000% they're friends.
Dwayne,
and all that stuff.
let me tell you something. My best friend, I have never had an interest in him, never slept with him, or anything of that matter. Nothing. So if I tell my man, let me finish. If I tell my man there is nothing going on with me and him, that's my brother. And nothing has been going on, nothing will be going on. You're going to have to trust me enough to take my word for it. Now, if you don't trust me, you can get your stuff and you can go, because I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody where you don't trust me. Just like I trust you and give you the benefit of the doubt, I need that same respect.
Okay.
So that's the type of relationship I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no insecure ass people right now.
Okay. If that is the case, and if you're my friend, and I have it in my mind that you and him are the best of friends, and you go, I think that the three of us will be the best of friends. I might even be and I'll probably be going to him when you start acting crazy or something.
That's fine. That's fine, because guess what? He know me. That's right, because he'll know me better than any damn body else. I tell you that much.
Okay, the way you explained it, yes, there's not a damn thing wrong with that.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it could come in handy in a relationship. A person like that can come in handy in a relationship.
Yeah, we're not talking about team funky hoe and funky bro messing around with each other in the back burner. We're not talking about that.
Once upon a time in my life when I wasn't, thinking the way I'm thinking now. Right. Yeah, I did shit like that.
Right. All right. Well, we appreciate your opinion, babe, and we will keep listening, and we'll talk to you next week as usual.
Same time. Take care. Love you guys.
All right. Love you too.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. What's going on? Caller, you on the air.
Hello.
Call us back.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Mike almost hung up on you.
Am I on the air?
Yes, you are. Who are we speaking with?
You are speaking with Ms. Barbara Murphy.
Hey, Barbara! She got on the radio!
There's a chick.
What's up?
You, baby girl.
It's my girl right here. People think we got a relationship going on Facebook.
It's all good. We do have a relationship, damn it. You my chick.
But you know the dudes got the dirty thoughts.
I'm like, what I'm missing? I'm like, what am I?
Hey,
what am I missing?
Let me show you a picture of Barbara now. I'm
like, what am I?
It's all good.
It's all good.
How are you, my dear?
I'm good, baby girl. How we doing?
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
On this cold, freezing South Florida evening.
I know. I got to get used to it, though, because I'm heading to Bama next week, and it's like 21 degrees there.
Ooh, no, girl.
I know.
No,
I know. I'll get it together, though. I'll definitely get it together.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
So now talk to me.
Booty. You keep yourself warm.
I see what they think y'all got.
So now we're talking about two different topics, basically.
Okay.
We're talking about the whole Bill Cosby incident, and what are your thoughts on that? And then also the other one is it okay to have a male or female friend when you're married or in a relationship?
Speak on it, boo.
Okay.
You could pick one or both.
To Bill Cosby. Well, I'm doing both right now.
All right.
I'm going to speak on Bill Cosby. I just think it's absolute tragedy right there.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm a 70s baby. I'm an older woman.
Me too.
And I grew up watching the Cosby Show.
Me too.
Okay? And listening to Bill Cosby on the record player. Okay?
Not the CD.
Yeah.
The record player.
No.
Record player.
Record.
Don't act like you, young Mike. You know.
I'm saying, I'm just...
Stop the bull.
Exactly.
Hey, Barbara, we clarifying for the younger listeners.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what we're doing at this point.
Clarify that. Well, before there was CDs, before there was cassette tapes, there was a
record player.
Big-ass 12-inch thing called a record player.
With the
and
vinyl.
That's where you got all your comics, you got the Red Sox, you got your Bill Cosby, et cetera, et cetera.
That's right.
It was a tragedy to me. It's a tragedy to me because I feel some type of way about it.
I mean,
as a man, I kind of related my daddy to be like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you and me both.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had the same mindset. They had the same type of humor.
Well, mine
we lost her.
We lost you, Barbara?
Yep.
She done hung up the phone. Call us back.
You on the air. What's going on? This is Real Talk.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Lisa? This is Byron Lester calling from River Beach, Florida.
Hey, Byron.
33404.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, people?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing, man. I'm just chilling, man. Everything's good with y'all?
Yeah.
Always.
Hey, listen, Byron. Here's what I'm going to do. Can we put you on hold for a second? Please.
Don't hang up. Okay. We just lost the first caller. We got her back.
And we're going to put you, and we're coming right back to you, my brother.
All right, 10-4, no problem.
Okay, 10-4. Right. You're on hold. Caller, you on the air. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa.
Hello.
Barbara, we lost you.
I'm back.
Hey, all right. I don't know either, but you back, so that's good.
Well, yeah, we wanted to bring you back.
So as I was saying, I equated Bill Cosby to be like my daddy. So this is a tragedy. I personally do not believe in no damn Janice Dickerson. Okay, she is a messy ass woman.
She is. I ain't gonna lie.
History of drug issues
She's
too.
Just trying to be relevant. That's all it is. However, with that being said, I'm not so sure about the other lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, with money comes power. So it could very well have been 45 years ago that he pulled these stunts.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
My mindset is this. When you're young and you're stupid, you make stupid decisions. He was young. Regardless how young, he was in his 30s, early 40s. That's still, in my opinion, that's still being young.
Andrea. I mean, oh, damn.
Okay?
I caught you.
I mean,
Barbara.
I'm sorry. There's a limitation. I don't care what they did 45 years ago. The fact that you coming out 45 years later.
I think what they want to do is
take several feet.
Yeah.
Take several feet.
I think what they want to do is kind of discredit him, basically, because it has been a long time in statute of limitations. It is done, but now it's a whole thing about just destroying him at this point. His image, everything.
Let me say. Can I say something, Barbara?
Yes, sir.
In 2004, Andrea Constant said that Bill sexually assaulted her, and it was a settlement out of the court that he eventually paid. That was in 2004. That was like what? How many years ago?
10 years. Okay, so 35 years.
But here's my question about that. Now, if me personally, God forbid, that ever happened to me, but I'm not going to settle to keep my mouth shut for you raping my ass. I'm sorry.
You won't, but there's a lot of people do anything for money.
That's true. That's true.
That's exactly right. And who knows? Maybe with 35 years, she was able to move on. And, my thing is, listen.
Some people have
he raped them,
sex for cheaper than
whether
that.
Whether he asked her what that mouth do, though, I mean...
What that mouth do?
Before she pass out, what that mouth do? Sleep.
Exactly. So
you're like, what that do?
No, that's her. If he drugged him like they say,
Yeah.
So
listen, he's a 77-year-old man right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right what he did. I do believe that he did it. Though. It is a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what? At this point, it's like with the whole thing with Joe Paterno. I mean, look out, y'all. This dude finna die out of this. I give him another year.
It ain't funny, but he gonna compensate though. Really, he gonna compensate. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, he's gonna decompensate, man. He's gonna be like, this could possibly take him under.
But the sad part about all this, though, because they pulled the show off of TV Land and everything, so it's good. It's going to be bad for the people that are getting royalties from the show. The other cast members and everything.
And his reputation was everything.
Oh yeah.
His reputation was
definitely
everything.
soiled. Definitely soiled.
You heard yourself say you compared your dad to Bill Cosby. So I mean, imagine how many other people did that. Lisa, you did that.
No, I didn't compare my dad to Bill Cosby. I wanted my damn dad to be like Bill Cosby.
But that's what I'm saying.
He was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Well, that's a comparison there.
Yeah.
I used to sit there all mad, I used to sit there in my feelings like, man, I wish my dad was like Bill Cosby.
What nothing but a damn TV image.
A doctor, so he can give me money, damn it. I go shopping.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you, sweetheart, for calling in. We love you. Keep listening. I'm so glad you finally listened in.
I I mean, I'm saying, hey, but I'm not finished though. You talking about your a man and a
Yeah, go
married
ahead.
man?
Yeah.
Listen, I've been married twice. I'm on my second marriage. I've been married 12 years. I've been with my husband for 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
And all I'm going to say is that, no, I do not agree with men having female friends and vice versa. Because at the end of the day, it's like, listen, what the hell does a single woman have to say to a married man? And what the hell does a married woman have to say to a single dude?
Oh, that's a
Listen,
good point.
I mean, you're going to buzz me out, but unless we fucking, get the fuck out of here.
Beep.
So, hey, there's no conversation to be had right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no conversation. I believe in being preventive. It's like, dangling a piece of bloody meat in front of a lion. He gonna devour that meat and maybe you along with it. Just don't do it.
Well,
I don't believe in it.
But okay, so that's what I was saying. Like if you and your husband met and he had a best friend that was a female, they go way back. You'll tell him you got to cut ties with her. And they go back and nothing happened with them, though, because I'm talking about two different scenarios. Because a lot of people are talking about people they just met and now they're friends and now they hang with each other. Hell
okay,
no.
Well, that's a different scenario.
No, I'm
that's
talking
a
about
different scenario.
way back, like sister brother type of thing, and then you come in the picture, and now you're saying, no, I don't want you to have any female friends. You got to get rid of her. See, I don't think that's cool,
a different
personally.
scenario. That's completely different.
Yeah, that's the
Now,
scenario I'm talking about.
If y'all grew up together and there was no fuckery involved,
right?
Then Then I would have to learn to embrace her as a family member.
Right,
She'd
right.
be no different than a cousin, than an auntie.
Exactly.
She'd be no different.
Right.
However, you friends 2-3 years, y'all cool. I don't believe in that because it's just going to create a problem. I personally have never met a man that just wanted to be my friend.
I got you.
Sorry, you're just, some way, somehow, somewhere you're trying to stick something inside me. Get the hell out of there with that bullshit. You're not trying to be my friend.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
You have ulterior motives, and I'm sorry, I just don't think that men and women can be friends. But that's just my personal opinion.
All right. I mean, I feel different, but that's what I say. Everybody has their opinion, and I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Everybody got an asshole.
You know what? Now we getting your ass off the air.
Show me a picture of this.
Hot mess.
Barbara, man, we appreciate you, baby.
Thank you for calling in, baby girl.
All right, love y'all.
All right, love you too.
All
right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
She a mess.
Carla, you on the air. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa.
What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Lisa?
Byron, you back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for holding on, hon. Appreciate it.
No problem. Everything's good?
Man, everything is lovely, man. What about you, my brother?
I'm doing good. Hanging in there.
How life treating you?
I want to call and comment about, not the Bill Cosby, because I really haven't been following that too much. Haven't been reading up on that too much. So I'm not going to say anything about that because I don't really know much about it. But I want to comment about the friends, when you get married and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me personally, it's just my opinion. I don't think anything is wrong with it. You got to have, as long as there's boundaries, and you got to have boundaries, and as long as both parties know what's going on, know what the deal is, you don't disrespect each other. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it.
It just has to me, it just has to be, if you're going to, just like if you're a man and you got a friend, y'all go way back and all that, and then now you got to get her to meet your woman and everything, you got to start walking a different way with her. You guys can still be friends and everything, but you can't just come home one night and say, hey, me and Angie gonna roll to the movies tonight. I'll be back later. See, it don't work like that no more. It's got to be all three of us going to the movies, or all four of us going to the movies, or something.
Exactly, Lisa. And like 9-10 o'clock at night, where I used to call and talk to you, I'm not calling no 9-10 o'clock at night.
Right. There you go.
Because now I'm disrespecting my wife.
Right.
And now she's going to raise the eyebrows like, you sure y'all just friends?
Yeah.
And I'm stopping by your house to holler at you before I come home. No.
Right.
You You just can't disrespect.
It's some
the
things
house.
Like I said, you got to walk a
change.
different way. You
Yeah.
got to walk a different way now.
Things you got to change.
Exactly.
Now tell me this,
Exactly.
Byron.
Yes.
Do you think that it's appropriate for you to have a female friend come into your relationship with your wife or your girlfriend, or this relationship has to be established before your wife or your girlfriend?
That's a good question.
It can go both ways. Okay, like for instance, me. Okay, I have a homegirl of mine. I mean, she's like a brother. She's like a sister to me, and I'm like a brother to her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my wife know her, but we didn't have this relationship before me and my wife got together. We had this relationship after my wife got together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my wife know her, but I don't disrespect the wife. When I see her, hi, how you doing? I don't go pick her up. We don't go out to dinner. We don't go to the movie. We don't do any of that.
Right.
It's just we got a real close relationship. I call on the phone, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Or I text her. We even joke. We cry. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I had that relationship after me and my wife know about it, but it's not like I'm going to disrespect the
Right.
household. I'm
Right.
not going to go over that line or go over that boundaries. And she also know the same thing. She's
Right.
not. We've never went over that boundary.
I got you.
Never crossed that line.
Now, what if the script was flipped?
And my wife had a male friend.
Uh-huh.
I don't see a problem with it. Like I said,
Okay.
as long as she don't go over the boundaries and 9 o'clock at night, he called, oh, baby, I got to go. What's the name need me? Okay, what do he need you for?
No,
You
we're
know
going
what I'm saying?
together.
Yeah, okay, and I'm going with you. And my wife would be the same way. She would
Exactly.
Like, if she called and I say, baby, I got to go, such and such need me, she'd be like, okay, let me get my clothes. We both going.
Right. And then if you
And
say
then-
no, that's when you need to get punched in the forehead.
And that's
I'm
when the
just
eyebrow
saying.
raised. And knowing my wife, she'll grab the keys and she'll tell the kids, y'all get your shoes. We going with Dad.
Okay. Not the whole family going over there.
Yeah, that's how my wife would do it.
That's what's
and
up.
Then now all of a sudden I don't want to go, and she gonna look at me like, oh, now all of a sudden you don't want to go.
Right,
See,
right,
now
right.
that's where the problem comes in. At.
Right, right.
You know.
And I mean,
But
it's the same thing, you know, even with, like, when it comes down to me and Mike, it's like, me and Mike are cool. Mike is like my brother. Mike is married, and I respect that. I'm not going to do anything to make her feel uncomfortable or disrespect them in any way, shape, or form.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's just my opinion. I don't see, even on both sides, I don't see anything wrong with it. Now, if I give my wife a reason to think that before me and her came friends,
Yeah, that's a different
you know,
story.
if I'm coming, I get off work at 5 and I don't come home till 8 o'clock.
Right.
And my wife calling me, and you see what I'm saying? Now he raised the eyebrow. Now all of a sudden, when
That'll
she
raise
meet-
anybody's eyebrow.
Exactly, Lisa.
Yeah.
Now when she meet the male friend, oh, this my homegirl,
Right.
her eyebrow is
You
already
who?
raised.
Right.
Now she thinking, okay, this where you probably been all the while when you getting off at 5 and you ain't coming home till 8.
Because, you know, we start turning to Matlock after a while when stuff started not adding up. So,
Exactly. And then you got to start investigating, and then, you know, you come home and you're looking at me all crazy. And that's one thing with me. I don't want the eyebrow to ever raise with my wife.
Right.
Because once that eyebrow raised and she gets suspicious and she starts thinking that I'm doing something that ain't got no business doing, it's automatically a problem.
Right.
And I
Automatically
agree.
a problem. So,
I think it's our job as men and women too, but I'm just speaking on the behalf of men. Our job as men in our relationships is to always make the woman feel secure. in her
Absolutely.
relationship.
exactly, Mike.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And we as men, we have the authority to change all kind of atmospheres in
Yeah.
the household, and not only the household, our jobs, in the society. You know, if I come home and my wife is looking crazy, what's wrong? What's the problem? We need to talk about this. What's the issue?
Mhm.
You know, so that's just me. I don't see a problem with it, as long, like I say, as long as you guys have boundaries, and as long as there's no disrespect in both parties, and,
Then you're good to
you
go.
know the limit.
Yep, I
You
totally
look
agree.
at- Every man and every woman know what they can and cannot do in a relationship.
Yeah.
I know what to do to tick my wife off, and she know what to do to tick me off. So I'm not going to even do that.
Right.
I'm not going to even do that.
You're not
So
going to even open that door.
No, Lisa, no, because now it's a problem. And you know, Lisa, you're a woman. Whenever you have a problem with a woman in a relationship, oh, man, you might as well shut the whole county down.
Boy, you right about that.
Yes, Mike, you know,
smoke in the city.
Boy, you right about that, Byron. Well, Byron, man, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much for calling in, huh?
Boy,
hey, no problem. You guys take it easy.
You don't got the phone lines crunk too, bro.
Oh, thank you. Hey, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Please keep listening.
Oh, yes, no doubt.
All right, huh?
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
all right, bye-bye.
Hey, y'all call us up, 561-288-9131. We're going to take another break. We'll be back. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. We'll be back.
3, 2, 1.
Tell your mother, aunts and uncles that Real Talk with Mike and Lisa is on the air.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Tune in at realentertainmentradio.com.
Yeah. Touché. What's that on that beat, ho? I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Middle finger up to my competition. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene, but my roof gone. When I leave the scene, bet your boot gone. And I beat the like a new song. 2 Chain, but I got me a few everything hot, skip lukewarm. Tell Shaw to bust it up.
Looking for a great place to head after a long day at work? Look no farther than 5 Star Sports Bar and Grill in South Bay. 5 Star has an awesome happy hour from 5 until 7 every day and also has daily drink specials. The nights are right with 5 Star. Thursday night is Ladies Night. Friday features Kill the Keg Night with live trivia and karaoke. And Saturday is Grown and Mature Night featuring Rhythm and Blues. Stop by 5 Star Sports Bar and Grill for the best food in town. 5 Star is located at 510 U.S. Highway 27 North in South Bay.
With Sun ISP, VoIP phone service has never been better or more affordable. One of the best kept secrets in business and residential phone service is now available to you for just pennies a day. And all of your favorite waiting, forwarding, and voicemail services are included, and more. Whether you're calling for business or pleasure, around town or around the world, Sun ISP has affordable unlimited talk plans you'll love. Sign up today at sun-isp.com. That's sun-isp.com. You are listening to Real Talk. Real Talk. With Mike and Lisa, the hottest talk radio show on the world.
I'ma make you feel alright. I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Mama, now remind me of something, but I don't know what it is. Now remind me of something, you gotta show it. Alright. Now remind me of something, I don't know what it is right now. Now remind me of something, you gotta show me. On the real, no lie, I don't know what it is, but you just my type. Everything just right. We said put it to the left, don't listen to the hype though. Got a cup in your hand, baby sitting but you ain't got no kiss. We ain't even 10, ain't no more left. Can't see no time on the Rolex. I can tell you a freak, gon' show it. Looking for the after party with a glow at. Go on the flow like a dough man. Baby, you know where to throw that. I said tell me what your name is. I don't really care who you came with. Unless you got a couple friends look like you. My bad if my ex try to fight you. Rock up soon as I roll in. Security better get with the program. Too deep, ain't nowhere to stand. So ain't nowhere to land. You need, yeah. Let me put your knees to the side. I'ma make you feel alright. Cause I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Baby, you remind me of something, but I don't know what it is. You remind me of something, gotta show
If you have any questions, Mike and Lisa have the answers. Call us at 561-288-9131. 561-288-9131.
Oh yeah, we back.
We're back.
We are back. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa, giving y'all the hottest in talk radio.
The lines are hot tonight.
The lines, man, are blowing up the chain, man. And Lisa, we're just gonna go right back to the phone lines.
Yes, let's do it.
That's the only way to roll, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, caller, you on the air? This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Mike and Lisa? This is Wayne.
Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
What's up, Wayne?
What's up, Lisa? Yeah.
How you doing?
I was doing good. Just watching Cavaliers that got whooped. You know, I'm happy every time they get whooped.
Cavaliers playing who? Us?
Spurs spanked them tonight.
Oh, the Spurs. Okay, I thought the Heat was playing tonight.
Hey, Dwayne.
I was about to go off the air.
Hey, Wayne don't care who beat him. Wayne, you don't care who beat him, huh?
Anybody could beat him.
Wayne was like, Wayne, you like, I just got done watching the Cavaliers lose against Pahokee High School.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's right. That's how you should have said my
You're so stupid.
He don't care.
At least that player that will remain unnamed.
Exactly.
Should have
set his ass down somewhere.
Right. But I was listening. I was watching the game and listening.
You should have kept that red headband on.
That's right. There you go.
You know, hey.
Yeah. But things don't look too good for Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't looking too good for Bill.
Bill tripping.
I mean, you know, none of us know what the real story is.
No, we don't.
It don't look good. You know, if he paying, he's already paid people off. You know, it's like, why do they? Just like with Michael Jackson, why did he pay the little boy off? If you innocent, just fight it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that makes you look bad when you pay people off. You know what I mean? If you didn't, hell, if I'm gonna pay somebody off if I didn't do something, you know what I mean? That's my opinion of it. You know?
I think they pay to keep them quiet, man, just hush money. But that's the case, man. You could be paying a lot of people off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because see, everybody gonna start coming out to pay woodwork at that point. Well, hell, she got paid off. I want to get paid off.
Yeah, I'm like Michael Jackson touched me. Yeah.
And then after he died, he lied.
In the court of public opinion, that makes you look guilty.
Woo!
That's what I say.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
America. You're guilty until otherwise.
That's the only thing that matters right now.
Yeah, but it's been 40 years, so it ain't nothing gonna happen to him. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be able to get no lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't gonna get no money. I mean, they may be able to stop.
I think they just want to ruin him. Period.
Yeah, but he's a billionaire. I mean, he's 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's a billionaire. You know, go on and live his life. You know, shut the TV off and just live his life. You know what I mean?
He said, "Shut the TV off."
Years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he got money, and
I mean, yeah, you know, I think his good outweighed his bad. You know, in the long run. So, you know, but it's just a shame. You know, that
it's unfortunate.
I think his past caught up with him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
I agree.
unfortunate.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, so about the other subject, y'all was talking about, can opposite sex be friends when you're in a relationship? Okay, my personal opinion and reality is two separate things. Personally, I don't see no problem. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of female friends, and my marriage probably wouldn't work because of that.
Uh-huh.
And I think most relationships probably won't work because of that, because people are just too jealous. Half the marriages end in divorce, and I don't think people are ready for that. I mean, unless you have a special relationship where you really trust. I mean, I think most relationships won't put up with that.
I mean, you know what? It's all about, it's a couple of things as far as to make that work. It's about you being secure with yourself and your relationship, and you having trust in your relationship. And if you don't have those two things, you don't have a relationship. And I'm not talking, and I keep giving the same scenario. I'm not talking about somebody you just met the other day and y'all tight and y'all want to be friends all of a sudden and you're married. That may be a little different. That's a little touchy situation. But this is somebody that either they grew up with or they go back 5, 6, 7 years, and they just been the best of friends. They're cool, they tight, they know each other's significant others, things like that. I don't think it's anybody's right to say, well, you know what, we're in a relationship now, you got to get rid of her or you got to get rid of him.
Right, I agree with you, but unfortunately, most people, you know what I mean?
I know.
Most people don't feel that way, and that's why a lot of relationships go bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I think
in a perfect world, it would be like that.
Yeah, right. There you go. In a perfect world. I mean, but, how you gonna tell somebody to give up a friend?
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it happened to me though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, see, the thing is, you're in a relationship. You want to try to make the person that you're in a relationship a priority.
Right. Exactly.
Maybe if this makes you uncomfortable, then I won't do it. It shouldn't have to be that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
To me, you got to seek individuals that is gonna. Well, you don't have to seek anybody, but when you finally looking for a mate, man, you got to put it on the line and ask him.
You better find out ahead of time.
Yeah, you got to see if it's something that she can deal with, or he can deal with.
Yeah.
If not, then you may have to consider dating or seeing somebody else.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, don't wait till you come home from the honeymoon. Talking about, what do you mean I can't be friends with her?
Exactly.
Because I got you now, damn it.
Yeah, man. Sometimes, man, it's okay. It's okay to ask these questions early on, and then if it's the case, if it's going to be that, then it's going to be that. But we do understand that people have a tendency to say, "Oh, I changed my mind."
Oh, yeah.
I don't. This ain't what I signed up for.
Absolutely.
People do that too.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. Communication. You got to communicate this stuff before you get. People just sometimes just jump into something. You know what I mean? And don't. And just because they may think they love somebody or
that patch your hair
and don't really know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Boy, you have sex early, boy. That thing blind you, boy. That good sex blind you.
Anyway.
Woo! That monkey will blind you, boy.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You be like, baby, I don't need no friends. I don't need nobody. I just need you, girl. The way you do it to me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's what happened with my friend. That monkey got in the way and said, Lisa, bye.
Put your mama on the phone. Honey ain't never coming home again.
Stupid.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just want to do what's right for the relationship.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, look what you're sacrificing. You're sacrificing a friendship.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
So
perfect.
Like I said, go back to communication. You better, if you're going to spend your life with somebody, you better make sure you know everything about them. You better take out all them details, make a list.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Make it your ass list.
That's true. That's true. Well, thank you, darling, for calling in. Once again, thank you for listening. And thank you for getting us that good news that LeBron lost. So thank you very much.
I'm going to go ahead and watch the Lakers get spanked.
All right, babe. All right, thanks for
calling.
calling.
Who they playing, Pokey?
All right.
All right, wait.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You want everybody to play Pahokee.
It's all good. It's all good.
They playing Pahokee.
Who you playing, Pahokee? Whoop that. Whoop that butt. Let's take another caller. Caller, you on the air. What's going on?
Hello.
Caller, you on the air.
Hello.
What's going on, caller?
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, who we speaking with?
What's up, Mike? How you doing this week?
Hello.
Hey. What's up, what's up, sexy voice?
There it is. Sexy chocolate.
Sexy chocolate.
What's going on, people? What's going on? I've been listening in. Man, this world is crazy. You know, in reference to some of the stuff that is being brought out about Mr. Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I listened to Ms. Lisa earlier, and she made a statement, you know, saying that he was innocent until proven guilty. But my only thing is, you know, if it was something that supposedly transpired here recently,
mm-hmm.
then, you know, okay, let's see where this goes. But if this something happened over, you know, I think the last one of the time frames I heard you guys speak on tonight was like 30-something years ago.
Uh-huh.
You know, why? Really? You know, like, come on now. You know, it's like, if you held it back this long, why wait to now? What was the defining, or what was the straw that broke the camel's back that made you want to speak out now? Something had to, you know, I'm just saying, this is my point of view, but it had to be something.
Right.
To trigger you, to make you, after 30, 40-some years, decide to say, this guy did this or that to me.
Yeah, that's why I went back to saying that I think that at this point, somebody is out to destroy him.
Yeah, you know
that's all it is. They're out to destroy discredit his name. His royalties are getting ready to go away from TV land. They've already pulled the show, and cast members are going to suffer with that as well. So right now it's at a point. He's 70. So he already in God's waiting room, pretty much. So it's out to destroy him, discredit him, and try to get a little money out of it if they can.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, because earlier today I saw I guess, you know, it was on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But it was supposedly come from Raven Simone. You know, she played the little baby
girl, yeah. The girl.
Yeah, but that was a false one, though.
Yeah, that was a false one. We kind of.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, but it was this one that I saw.
Uh-huh.
It was supposedly her saying, I was never treated, you know, in any kind of negative way by Mr. Bill Cosby or any other cast member.
Okay, so she was letting people know that was false allegation.
Yeah, she say, so wherever these nasty false rumors are coming from,
mm-hmm.
you know, keep me out of it. Leave me alone with it. You know what I'm saying?
She don't like boys anyway.
Yeah. But, you know, but my thing is, when you look at it, now, I don't know if any of these people that's coming out saying that Bill Cosby did this, Bill Cosby did that, how many of them are cast members?
No.
They was around a house full of women.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm going to tell you what. Can I tell you something?
Claire Huxtable is fine.
Yeah, she was fine, though.
She still is, man. I don't know if you've seen a picture of her.
I ain't seen a picture.
You know, black don't crack. Come on now.
Yeah, she was so.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I want to be Theo. But listen, though. Now, just to bring you up to speed, just in case you don't know, all the alleged victims are white women who were struggling to become actress or singers or something of the performance element.
Aspiring performers.
Yeah.
And then also what I heard that most of the women said that when all this happened, this came from one of our people in discussion group. The women were saying that one of them that came to the party, she was already high. So I mean, did he do it? Or was she already high? I mean, it's just so many stories that's gonna come out, and half of them gonna be true, and half of them gonna be made up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But then you got that, okay, we was at a party, we both was consuming alcohol, or he may be back in those times, 30, 40 years ago. He probably, you know what I'm saying, dibbled and dabbled in a little,
little extracurriculars.
Drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they probably dibbled and dabbled in little extracurricular drugs, and both of them was high or whatever the case may be. He probably did, sleep with 4, 5 of them. Yeah. But it was all consensual during that time. But now something, they probably don't look at they probably sit back looking at Forbes magazine and say, okay, he got my stuff for a $20 bump. And look at it, he's worth, billions.
Well, it could be, or he could have just very well pissed somebody off, and some big wig off, and he was like, "Okay, I'm going to destroy you now." So you never know what goes on in Hollywood. There's so much crap going on up there.
It's just it's sad. It's sad to say, but I was listening to you and your friends speak on it, and I'm a male, like Mike just said, even though he was speaking on Claire Huxtable, but I always, wanted my
family, first time.
my house, and I wish my dad was the Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? The Bill Cosby. Man, I wish I could be like that. I wish just how me and my brothers and sisters, dealt with each other or whatnot or whatever. It was. You had your arguments, you had your little fights, you had your miscues. But at the end, we was all together all the time, just enjoying each other.
Absolutely.
And out of all the shows that was on TV, the Cosby Show was one of the first one that had a positive stand and showed black people in a positive light.
And that's why we all, everybody flocked to the TV on that night it came on, and we just went into this fantasy land when we watched the Cosby Show. I know I did.
Yeah.
I put myself all up in their household. Like, that's my family.
You had Good Times playing. Even though Good Times showed the black family in the struggle,
Yeah, but still together.
But they was together, but when you watch the Cosby, you saw, for young kids that was living in hardship, they saw that, okay, here's a black family, even though it's on TV, he's a doctor, she's a lawyer.
So it was showing you that, anything is possible that you put your mind to, or whatever you dream about, it can become a reality. It gave you that hope and purpose.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So, yeah.
And so, that's my whole take on that issue.
Well, we appreciate it, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
I would try to expound or go into the other issue, but is all basically just to go into that just a little. It's all based on the people involved in that situation.
That's true.
Once upon a time, it was possible that, if a male had a female friend prior to, ongoing or serious relationship, that they were capable and able to be just that male friend, female friend to a male. But in today's time and with everything that's going on now, it's practically impossible because, some people, a lot of people nowadays, they change like the weather.
I agree.
It's sunny.
Like Mike said, at one point you could just change your mind and say, okay, I changed my mind. I don't want you to have them as a friend anymore. So you have to know your audience, basically.
Yeah.
Know who you're dealing with.
So basically, if it was one of those scenarios like what Miss Lisa touched on earlier, it was one of those scenarios where prior to my existence, prior to me coming into your life, coming into your zone, you and this person has, built the bond. Your whole family knows this person, and y'all are more like family than just somebody that calls you at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You jump and go, and
what you doing?
Go with you,
Yeah.
With the foolishness. And if that's the case, then I into your life, and I got to accept that. I can't, because it would be selfish for me to say,
right.
Oh no, this 15, 20 year
relationship gotta go because I'm uncomfortable. See, that's not right.
That's selfish of me.
Yeah.
But, like one of the callers said, now if it's one of those you just met a month or 4 months ago, and, through that little meeting, now y'all best of buds, and, you, hey, babe, I'm going to go hang with Michelle. I'll be on later.
No, you're not.
Michelle going to hang out.
No, you're not.
Or she called and say, babe, me and Tony, we finna go and, go to catch a movie, huh? You and Tony, you just met this dude too much. Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, see, that's when you're crossing the boundaries, though. See, I'm not talking about those type of scenarios because you're just being totally disrespectful. If you have a man and you got a friend guy on the side, and you're like, oh, me and friend guy are gonna go to the movies. Get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody gonna go for that. I'm not. You know what? I'm very secure in me, and I'm very confident in myself. But even I'm not gonna fly with that one. You not gonna take some other chick. You supposed to be my man, and you take another chick to the movies. Boy, gone.
Yeah, true. But like I say, it's bottom line with that. It all is based on the people that is involved in that situation.
That's true.
Because for some people, they are mature enough to understand and know the boundaries of friend / significant other.
Right. You know the boundaries. Now, if it's something where I'm saying that, me and my boy was thinking about, checking out this movie and, come, and all us going to go together and he's bringing his date. Hey, I'm good with that. My boy bringing a date and I'm bringing my man. So I'm good with that. But it ain't going to be no you and me going to the movies or you and her going to the movies together by yourself. For what?
Yeah. Because like I say, female, it should be, it goes both ways. Sometimes you get men that get salty.
Yeah.
And because you got an old man and they're not getting, all of that time, they can't, reach you when they want to reach you, even though y'all been friends for, 20, 30 years, but you know the difference, and you drawing the line in the sand. Saying, okay, we've been friends for 20 years, but, I'm with X, Y, Z.
Yeah, but if it's a good enough friend, they will understand that and know that they have to, there's going to be a different situation now between you and her because now she has a man and you got to respect that relationship. You can still be friends, but there are a lot of things that you can't do together like you used to. You can't hang out together. You can't go to the movies together. You can go on double dates or whatever, but not one-on-one anymore. Now, if they get mad, that means they wanted more than a friendship with you or thinking about the possibility of maybe one day having more than a friendship with you.
Yeah, and that's how I'm saying, because as we speak as of today's time, you have some dudes that get a little salty when things change of that nature, and they try to make, more of it than that needs to be made. And you have some female that get real salty then, because I'm not spending all that time that we used to spend because of my woman with you. Now, I may not be around my woman, but all of a sudden, when you see her, it ain't the high and the friendly high when you see her when she with me, now you see her out by herself. Now you give her the funny eyes and you looking at her strange. And now when she come on to me, it's like, why your homegirl why she tripping? Why every time she see me and I'm by myself, she got side comments and slick things to say, but when I'm with you, she want to be friends. She all that type of stuff. So like I say, it's a touchy situation.
Yeah, it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But caller,
Yes,
man, we
sir.
really appreciate you for taking the time out to call us all the time, man. We really appreciate that.
Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. You know, y'all bring a lot of relevant issues to your listeners, and you know,
we try.
Even though sometimes y'all got to, you know, stand firm on what y'all believe and how you feel and what you stand for. You know, your listeners know where you're coming from. They respect your issues. They respect your views. So, you know, just keep doing what y'all doing. And, you know, if nobody else supports you, I do.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all keep doing it.
All right. You have a wonderful night.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You know what? I was thinking about this whole situation. And to reference to, I think women are, it's just my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think women are more accepting of another female friend versus a male accepting a male friend of a female. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Your girlfriend having, or your wife having a male friend. I think women are more understanding to the fact they say, okay, I can understand that he may have a female friend, but most of the time guys don't really
know because they think that in the back of like what most men think, and don't no man want to just be a woman's friend.
Yeah, we thinking that he's trying to stick that like your girl said earlier, he's trying to stick that in some hole, you know. And it's just hard to kind of come to terms with the fact that female and men can actually be friends.
Yeah.
But I really believe that they can.
I know that they can. And I know that they can because I'm speaking from that perspective because I have a best friend that's a guy. So I know it can. And on the other end of that also, you know, just like you said, well, most men think that, you know, a dude don't just want to be a woman's friend because he's trying to get in there where he fit in. But also at the end of the day, it's up to that woman whether or not she's going to let you in that realm. Now, if she set those boundaries and look, we friends, we cool, don't take it any further than that because if you step over that boundary, then we can't be friends anymore.
Right.
Because you want something more than that, and I got somebody.
Yeah, and that has to be established early on. You have to establish that kind of thing real early. If not, If not, then it's going to be some issues.
It's a problem.
All right, caller, you on the air. This is Real Talk with Mike and Lisa. How you doing?
Hey, Mike. Miss Lisa.
Hello.
Hello, I'm calling back. I don't mean to hold up your show.
No. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay, but I need to do this, and if it's all right with y'all, I need to just make this one plug before.
Go ahead.
There. Okay, to everyone that's listening to Mike and Lisa tonight, if you're in the Pahokee, the Belgrade, the South Bay, the Clewiston, West Palm Beach, Moorhaven, Fort Myers area, Fort Lauderdale, Miami as well, on November the 29th.
You in Florida.
Yeah, if you're in Florida, you're going to be in the Glade area on November the 29th at 7 o'clock. Come out and have yourself a God-filled night of music and enjoy and be blessed and support Jeremy Wallace and Peerless Songs of Worship. They're having their album release, their single release debut concert. It is free to the public. So if you are in this area, please come out on the 29th at 7 o'clock. It will be at Good Shepherd Church in Pahokee, Florida.
Yes. And we mentioned it earlier, though. Go ahead. We're gonna.
Oh, my bad.
No. I want you to plug it, though.
But, and also, if you can't make it and you would like to sponsor or send a donation, please contact the Reverend Patricia S. Wallace, pastor, preacher, and teacher of Harvest AME Church in Pahokee, Florida. She can be reached at pswministries.net.
There you have it. Give that address one more time.
PSW Ministries. I think at Comcast.net or something like that.
Well, here's another thing too, man. We got that flyer up and it's circulating. So, guys, you guys can check that flyer out in the group and also on my page. And if you're interested, man, if you're in the area, you gotta come out and support. But if you're interested and you're not in the area, check that site out, man. Make sure if you want to support, I encourage everybody to support. But if you can, make sure you do so.
Yeah, my children just came to give me the correct contact information for Reverend Patricia Wallace. It's PSW Ministries at Comcast.net.
You were right.
Or you can go on Facebook, like Mr. Steele just said, and the flyer is on Facebook with all of the information that you need. And if you need directions, call Mike Steele. He can show you how to get there, because I know for sure Mike Steele and Miss Lisa will be in the place to be.
Well, I'm going to try.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, I thought I'm going to put you on blast.
Because I might not be here. I might be in Alabama.
Yeah, she may be in Alabama, though. But I'll be there.
For you one that may not be able to make it, I will post on Mr. Mike Steele and Lisa's page the link, because there's a great possibility that we do a live video feed of the concert that night, so you can enjoy and be blessed via internet.
All righty.
So that information is to be announced at a later date.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan, my brother.
Okay, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Miss Lisa, for allowing me that opportunity to do that. Come out and be blessed with Pahokee's own Jeremy Wallace and Peerless Songs of Worship.
I appreciate you, man. Hey, stay tuned, man. We do whatever we can to make this thing possible, and I appreciate you calling. And let's stand firm. Let's stay in the fight, and let's see what we can come up with.
Okay, my brother.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's what we are. You know, boy,
I'm tired.
Oh man.
I got the ADD. Have not taken my Adderall today.
She ain't taking her meds, boy. She is.
It's good I stayed on focus today, because I could have been talking about Bill Cosby and then start talking about Walt Disney or something. Yeah. So my Adderall was.
I think we're gonna credit
MIA
the callers.
tonight. They kept me on point.
Yeah, the callers kind of like they stayed the course tonight for the most part.
No, I think everybody did very, very well. I mean,
and for the callers that we missed, man, we apologize. It's almost impossible to try to get everybody in.
Yeah, we try. We try. And also, some people who can't get in, they still interact with us online in the discussion group, and we appreciate you guys too as well.
Oh yeah. We do what we can, man. But it was another hot show, man. People are pleased.
Oh yeah.
People are hitting us up on Facebook, texting me saying, "Hey, great show." I even got a text saying that Lisa, man, is a real deal.
Oh,
she sounds good.
Blushing.
She real. I'm like, what? Okay, then. That's what we're talking about. But hey, it's all opinionated. When Lisa and I, when we give our opinions, man, we're not saying that we right. it's just coming from our opinion. You know?
Yeah, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah. And
There
we're not
you go.
coming off as experts in relationships. We're just coming off as somebody that just can give you insight, and someone that can give you, if you haven't looked at it one way, is another opportunity to look at it in another way.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we thank you guys again for joining us tonight. It was fun. It was informative. What you think, Mike?
It was a great show. It was fun.
Some good people calling in tonight too.
Oh yeah, and it's funny, man. We even had a first time caller, and we didn't highlight the fact that she was a first time caller. That was Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany was following us on Facebook.
Tiffany with the sexy voice.
Yeah, and we kind of like went back and forth. I went back and forth with her, saying, "Hey, call in." I don't know. You know, and that was earlier today, so she finally called in, man. Big shout out to Tiffany. And her mom was listening.
All right. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Her mother was listening. Also, before we go, man, let me give a big shout out to my younger sister. Her birthday is today.
Yay. Happy birthday, my little sis.
Happy birthday, baby. You know, you know you're in the hood when you call them baby.
We also got to give
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
All right, stop. We got to give a special shout out to one of our listeners also who just got out of the hospital.
Oh, yes.
Karen, we wish you a speedy recovery. And I will be calling you tomorrow to check on you. I tried to text you today, but you was probably knocked out or something.
Yeah, you spoke of that earlier this week, Lisa.
She texted me the day before she was going in the hospital. So give her a shout out as well. We love you.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, in a nutshell, man, we did our thing.
Yes, we did. So we want everybody to get a good night's sleep, bundle up. I think it's going to be cold again tomorrow here, but it's cold everywhere else in the United States, so we got to get some of it. So,
hey, before we go, if you guys missed the show, or even if you're listening to the show right now, you guys can also catch the show on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. Every Saturday evening, the show will be reposted or placed on Facebook, but on YouTube.
Yeah, we got a YouTube site now.
We have a YouTube site.
Woohoo.
So we're going to make it our business, and we're going to be real diligent about placing the show on the site.
Absolutely.
You guys got to go and subscribe.
Please subscribe, please.
To our to our YouTube channel. It means a lot to us. You're
going to put the information on the page, right?
Yeah, the information is going to be on the page. Everything that you need is going to be on the page. Also, the link that you see that we placed on Facebook hyperlinks straight to our YouTube channel. And if you have a Google account, a YouTube account, you automatically just click like and subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Yeah, so one-stop shopping.
It's simple.
There you go.
You guys just help us out, man. You know, and just make sure if you support us like you say you do, you subscribe to that channel.
All right. Well, on that note, I will give you one of my grandmother's little good nights that she used to say to us, and then you can go to bed.
That sounds good.
Day is over, night has come, today is gone, what's done is done. And embrace your dreams through the night. Tomorrow comes with a whole new light. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See ya.
And wouldn't want to be ya.
Yes, you would. Stop.
All right, we out of here.
Good night.
You are listening to Real Talk. Real Talk. With Mike and Lisa. The hottest talk radio show on the world.